Hold the Mayo. It's time for Mike Mayo's Lunchbox. Find out what's being served with Mike, Defo and Lubie, the only show that covers food, sports, and the proper maintenance of your car. And now, a man who had the distinction of having an entire health clinic named in his honor, Mike Mayo.
I want the flim sauce with the awesome bay, with shafafa on the side.
Hey, good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to another edition of Mike Mayo's Lunchbox. We have the Taco Craft opening, but today we're switching it up a little bit. We're at Pizza Craft, which is affiliated company. You know this guy, Mark Falsetto, Jeff Defo and Forrest. We got Mike Lubie on the mixing board, invisible today. But, oh, man, am I in a great mood today, Mark?
That's it.
I mean, not only
is it from the wine or are you hitting your bets?
It's everything.
Wow.
I mean, we start the show where they open up this special 3-day meet at Saratoga for the Belmont Stakes.
Oh, yeah.
And I played Defoe's numbers, the old 5-7 exacta. It came in 5-7 flat, and I just hit for $60 on a $4 bet. And I'm just like a pig in
Perfect.
you
I
know
love it.
what?
I love
because
it.
I'm surrounded by great food, beautiful wine. How are you today?
You know, I'm fired up. I'm excited. You know, a couple good things going on right now. First of all, we're down here on 2nd Street on Hamarshi, where it all started for us. So bringing it back to our roots, this is where we started.
You know, my girlfriend corrected me because I said Hamarshi the other. She said it's him or she.
Yeah,
it's like, is it really?
Him or she, Hamarshi.
And
it's
I was
all
like,
good.
I always called it Hamarshi. I think that's a Brooklyn thing. Hey,
Oh, yeah.
Hamarshi.
That's it. That's it.
Defo,
I remember when they
happening?
first developed this area, and it was such a hot spot. And I guess it's remained that way.
You know, it had a couple lulls. About 12 years ago, 13 years ago, we had 6 places on this street. We had Rock Burger, Public House, the original Taco Craft, Pizza Craft, the Apothecary.
I miss Rock Burger.
And then Tim had Tarpon Bend. So it was and Dave had Himmershey Grill. At that time, things were just wild, rocking and rolling, very vibrant. The area's kind of transitioned now to more nightlife, and we're the only restaurant left on the street.
Wow.
Pizza Craft's the only restaurant left.
And as the benefits of being like the only restaurant on the street, especially open for lunch, is when you have a graduation down the block at the Performing Arts Center.
The 100 kids that just walked in.
It was like storming the Bastille here. I just see people in caps, gowns, suits, and I was oh no, we're here for a lunchbox. I mean, I love the fact that people are swarming in. And,
I like it.
Yeah, you gotta love it.
Well, the secret's out.
The secret is out. You guys are known for some of the best pizza in town. Dave Portnoy on the wall.
Yep.
What did he give you guys?
8.1.
8.1 pretty good.
Should have been 8.8, Dave. But
I love that.
You don't
check your text message.
That day.
That's it. Check your text message.
It's one of his higher scores, actually. He usually doesn't go that high.
And you broke out a nice bottle of it's a Tenuto. It's from the
Antinori. Antinori. This is you know, because of relation with all the stuff with Antinori.
Yeah.
Il Bracciato is their super Tuscan. It's a great bottle of wine, and we do so much business with them. We were able to get this for our house by the glass. This is our house by the glass wine.
Wow, a super Tuscan.
Yeah, super Tuscan by the glass. Yeah.
How good is my life, Jeff Defo de Forest? I hit an exacta using your numbers.
Let's salute on that exacta, guys. Salute on that exacta. That's it.
Here's to the Belmont at Saratoga. Here's to summertime around the block. Here's to all the graduates. Congratulations to all the graduates who are streaming in here.
Congrats.
And
welcome to the real world.
I guess. Did you guys just do a revamp of the menu, or you kind of retooled?
Yeah, listen. Every year, every 2 years, we like to refresh stuff. We haven't changed any of the pizzas since we won the 8.1, which is about 4 years ago.
Right.
And we just did a pizza overhaul. We got 4 or 5 new pizzas on the menu. We're going to try some of those today. We're going to try some of the old classics. So there's some new items we have in front of us. This is our black truffle arancini.
Would you like one?
Arancini, which is a Sicilian rice ball. That's going to have black truffle, a little bit of cheese in there, homemade.
I got one of those.
Yeah.
And I'm going to,
go for it. You might want to carve those up.
All right. That's the arancini. I'm going to give you one of those. And then
just go for it. Just pick it up.
Describe what this is, because I just got very excited when I saw this.
Well, there's different names for it. You know, this is a traditional, mozzarella and carrozza that we talked about.
Mozzarella and carrozza. Somebody on the Let's Eat group the other day just happened to post a picture saying, where can I find this? And I said, to tell you the truth, I've seen a lot of fried mozzarella sticks down here.
Yeah.
But I haven't seen this since my days in Coney Island.
Yeah, we call it our homemade mozzarella sticks. These are homemade mozzarella, fried mozzarella.
These are mozzarella carrozza, where you got the proper big crunchy.
So we do
breading.
homemade mozzarella on the inside.
Yeah.
With egg batter, flour, egg, Italian breadcrumbs, double dipped.
Nice.
And that's going to
that
shave.
gives it the crunch, and
Yeah,
that's
yep.
what makes it. And carrozza, which
Yep.
is like a breaded. It's
Yeah,
kind of
real
like a
real breading, not just flour, but Italian
fried
breadcrumbs.
breading.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna cut this up. Defo.
I love the
Yeah, take one,
excitement
take
level
one. I'm
that
good.
you're
You got to take it.
exhibiting
You
here,
just pull it
again,
apart.
there was a place in Coney Island that's still there. It's been there over 100 years called Gargiulo's. The Russo brothers operate it now. I had my parents' 50th surprise anniversary party there a while back. Here I go. The worst
Here,
server in
this
the
is
world.
what you want to see.
All
This
right.
is what you want
Oh,
to see.
cheese
Oh,
pull.
wow. Look at that.
That's
We got
what you want to
cheese
see.
pull
Cheese
alert.
pull.
Yeah, and
Right there.
should I just do it with my mouth? And
Yeah,
not
that's
even
it.
dispense with the fork
You
and
got
knife?
homemade vodka sauce.
Vodka sauce
And homemade our marinara.
sauce. Here we go. I'm going right in because I'm in a good mood.
Let's do it.
We're at Pizza Craft. It's 330 Himmershey Street, also known as Southwest 2nd.
Southwest 2nd.
Southwest 2nd.
Yeah.
Thank you.
There you go.
Mm.
It's been sitting there for a minute, but
Oh,
that's
you're
very
eating
good.
it like that? Are you supposed to eat it
That's
like that?
just like that.
Really?
Yeah, no knife and fork.
Other
That's
humans eat it like that, or you're just being nice?
No,
because
you
Mike
break
Mayo ate
it.
like that?
Cheese pull.
I'm breaking into my TikTok routine.
You got to get the cheese
I
pull.
think I'm food god or
No,
I'm not
Lee.
judging you. I'm literally curious. I was looking down, responding to comments, and I see you doing your thing, and Mark Facetto sitting right next to you,
This
not
is proper.
bitching at
That's
you. So
This is
I
very
appreciate
proper,
it.
Mark. I have to tell you.
You spit
I'm
up
spitting up
sauce.
a little. No, my diet is out the window today.
Well, no. What are you gonna do?
I mean,
Look at this.
The austerity measures, everything is kaput. What a day! I mean,
This is it.
I love being here. And for those who don't know, you got outdoor seating. It's right here on Himmershey, and you've got the Apothecary, which is your kind of
So check this out. So we have Pizza Craft. We opened 8 years ago, 2015, coming on 9 years end of the summer. Shortly after opening, we took the space next doors and have the Apothecary 330, which is our hidden speakeasy, and it was actually just featured this month in Whiskey Advocate in the top 5 bars in the country.
Really?
Yeah. We have the Aviary in Chicago, Bourbon and Branch in San Francisco, and they actually have the Apothecary 330.
That's
Not
fantastic.
that I'm surprised, but I am surprised. We work hard at it, and we have 300 whiskeys and bourbons back there, fine spirits,
Wow.
elixirs, absinthe.
I got to get back here more
Yeah.
often because I do come to shows occasionally at the Broward Center.
Yeah.
And I always seem to forget about coming in here for after
Sure.
dinner drink at the Apothecary. Do you need a secret code? Is it one of those places?
So when we first opened, you have to have a coin member. There was
Really?
150 or 200 members.
Right. You
that
know
we
what I
gave
think of
around the
that.
city. That didn't work out well.
Well,
And now we let everybody in. So, but
Nice.
it's open to the public for the last 7 years.
good, because
Yeah.
my whole thing is if you're going to have a bar, I mean, the whole origins of the word pub.
Yeah.
It's public house.
Sure.
Yeah,
Yeah,
for
100%.
Let anybody in off the street. If you
You know
got
that-
money to pay for your brew.
And
or
the
your-
worst thing about ordering a bar, a speakeasy that nobody's allowed in is you don't make any business. There's no business.
Yeah.
It didn't work out too well for the first 5 years.
So much FOMO that you end up FUBAR.
Yeah, exactly. How many people did we do last night? One. Yeah,
But it was a
But
very,
he was a member. Yeah.
Yeah.
it was a quality one.
yeah, exactly.
Um,
So at the Apothecary, we do the same food. You can get the full menu now. We do the full menu in there if you want to sit at the bar,
Nice.
sit at one of the sofas, have an after dinner drink, get the full menu. And Pizza Craft, we specialize in our brick pizza.
Yeah.
Super thin crust.
It came out the other day. It looked better. A buddy of mine was recently down in South Beach at Lucali,
Yeah.
which is a Brooklyn import.
Love Lucali. Great. They do a great job.
And
Another
he
8
was
points
saying
on
that's one of the best pizzas he's done
Yeah.
had in South Florida. And I said you got to come check out this stuff at Pizza
Yep.
Craft because the stuff that just came out of the oven that I
Oh,
was
it's
looking
wild.
at before the show, and I can't wait to get into it.
Well,
because-
Mike, not to get, but we tweak, right? So we're always constantly tweaking and working on things. The dough, as tweaked over the years, we're constantly getting better with this humidity. The doors are open. It's 105 degrees. Floor's got humidity that affects the proofing, affects the moisture, the humidity in the kitchen, the water.
the consistency.
the
It's really
hydration-
hard to maintain
hydration.
consistency in this.
So we just partnered up with our friend Dominic up in Brooklyn. He's one of the #1 pizza makers in the world, and he's also the ambassador for Orlando Foods,
Oh wow.
who supplies Chow DOP tomatoes to Runway in here. We just went up to Chicago, tweaked the recipe with him. He's going to be cooking with us live here in July.
Nice.
Yeah, and then we are, we tweaked our recipe with his recipe, and we call it Neapolitan Brooklyn Hybrid is our pizza.
And there's another guy in town that we won't name, but we love him, and his we'll name him Reno.
We love
No,
everybody.
we like heard it.
And, but
Great
it's
food,
funny
great
because-
pizza.
because he also described his pizza
I
as
love the
the
bolognese.
hybrid Neapolitan,
Sure.
New York style, and he also we were in there earlier this month, and we had his sopressata with his house-made honey.
Oh, that's great.
Spicy honey, and I see you also
I
have
like it.
that.
Nice.
Yeah, huge fan
Similar-
of what he does. Huge fan
does a
of
great
the
job.
bolognese.
And I say, it's not a zero-sum game. He could have great pizza, and there's great pizza here,
Yeah.
and there's great pizza
We'll
to
put it this
go
way,
around
there's-
for an area of 6
There's only
million
2 or
people.
3 places I eat pizza, and Lucali and Heritage are the other 2. So
Right.
that's the only places I eat
Nice.
pizza in town. Yeah.
And look, there's so many different
Oh,
styles
pizza
now. You
spot's
got
great too.
Pizza Spot New Haven in style, and it brings us now to the topic du jour of pizza, and our friends and my former colleagues at the Sun Sentinel are going to be conducting a best pizza in South Florida competition.
Okay, nice. I love
It
that.
is opened up now for nominations. If you go onto the Let's Eat South Florida group, you'll see it pinned to the top of the page is the nomination article form. And what's the exciting part this time, Mark, is that some of the experts are going to have a say, because the previous things they've had.
Yeah, when
best
you just
fried-
let the people vote, it's tough.
well, they've had the previous ones for fried chicken and bagels. And
Yeah.
although there's been some worthy finalists and winners, sometimes, it's just strictly a popularity contest.
Yeah,
and people
we've
haven't
seen
even
that before.
tasted
Yeah, 100%.
all 5.
100%.
So I said to, I have some friends there, and I said,
you
hey,
need some real judges here.
how about, doing a blind tasting component, and then you can have your People's Choice winner, and then you have like a
Judges,
competition.
yeah, like they did in the burger battle. The judges and the people's choice.
Believe it or not, Defo, they went for it.
Yeah, I love
So
it.
It's
Very surprising, although
It's not often when you come up with some good ideas. That's
I
a
would
good
have
one.
immediately dismissed it.
Yeah, yeah.
no, they
disassociated any knowledge of your existence.
they actually leapt at the opportunity to partner with the Lunchbox, which just shows you the growing popularity of both us.
Number 1 podcast in South Florida,
There
buddy.
you go. Well,
my
if you're
favorite.
into
Common.
food and the local restaurant scene, this is the place to be. And of course, we love Mark Falsetto and Handcrafted Hospitality, all their great brands, Taco Craft, and also Runway 84, just doing
That's it.
unbelievable
Unbelievable.
bang up business. I was
Thank
in there
you.
for Mother's Day. Thanks, as usual, great hospitality. And
If you have to wait, it's because we gave your table to Mike. By the way, anybody that waited on Mother's
I
Day, I
actually made the
apologize.
Glad you said it.
reservation in
Yeah, it's
February.
6 months in advance.
Yeah, that one I actually was
Right.
planned. Not the usual Saturday night.
That's it.
Hey, Mark, can I get in there tonight?
That's it. That's it.
But no, you guys do a great job. But the Sun Sentinel now, they're going to be taking the nominations, and this is so hard to me, because when somebody says, "Oh, what's your favorite pizza?" It's like, depending on what style, what mood, where are you?
And I'm going to jump in, but
Go ahead.
pizza is very personal.
Yes.
And we've
It
found it
actually
over the
is.
years. Listen, I've been to all the regional pizzerias. We went on a pizza tour like we did for the sandwich tour before building Pizza Craft. We went to every different state, and every state has a different version of pizza.
Yep.
The big ones, New York, Chicago, Detroit. We went to all the different places.
Yep.
And, it's very personal. So listen, we use the best ingredients, and we use the best cheeses and the best DOP tomatoes and ground, everything you could do. But that may not be somebody else's favorite that likes Sicilian pizza or deep dish pizza or something that they grew up on. And
You said it's personal.
it's personal.
subjective. And like Tip O'Neill once said, all politics is local, all pizza is local, because
Yes.
it's what you grew up with. That nostalgia just sticks with you.
like David Portnoy, he doesn't like any flops. So you can have the best Neapolitan pizza maker in the world. He
Yeah.
doesn't rate it past a 6 because it has
And
flops.
that's,
Yeah, I don't even know what that means.
You know
Yeah.
his proclivities
Yeah.
So you
going
make it for
in.
him.
yeah.
And I say I'm agnostic when it comes to pizza, in that I love all styles and shapes. And pizza to me is like sex. Even bad pizza is still pretty good.
Oh, yeah, exactly. Any
Fortunately,
pizza is pizza.
Exactly.
fortunately, you've got great pizza here. The
Yeah,
last time
look
I was
forward
in
to trying
here,
some pizza.
I think I came in during the pandemic at one point, and I sat outside because it was right after Portnoy, and I just
Portnoy effect.
I remember, because I'd been in here, I guess, a couple times before the pandemic, and I always liked your pizza. And then this time, again, that sauce is remarkable, and I
A little
love
sweet sauce. We do the sweet sauce here. A
It's
little
a
sweet
little bit
sauce.
sweet, but it has that vibrancy. It really
Yeah.
pops, and you
Yep.
can tell the quality of the tomatoes. What kind of style are you into, Defo?
I like them all now.
I like them all. All
Yeah,
right.
I really do. Look, I grew up in New York, and the New York pizza, I understand where everybody was coming from with the, I know you hate it, but I think it's outdated, obsolete at this point. The authentic New York style pizza. I mean, you got to expand your horizons a little bit.
You
and,
like the pizza where the grease is running
I do.
running
I
down
grew
your
up
chin.
on
When you
that,
fold it
yeah.
over, it gets all over your shirt. And
but
gotta
you can go
the
to New
dry
York
cleaner.
and get a lousy slice of pizza, just like you could
The dollar
you know,
slice, those dollar slice shops.
Yeah.
That slice is
or
not
you
good
could get
cheese.
something that you consider great. But
With all the great pizza in South Florida right now, Miami Slice.
yeah, so many
They're
things.
one of the top by the slice place in the country. Lucali's, Pizza Craft, Heritage. Mr. One. There's so much that a lot of guys are coming down now saying that Miami and even now Fort Lauderdale, part of that Miami, is becoming the pizza capital that is surpassing New York
South
now. They're just
Florida.
on fire with the
And
pizza right now.
You didn't even mention, but I used to do some work
Well,
with,
Greg's,
Dick Steen on the Best of Delray
Yeah.
app. Delray Beach,
Do you remember?
modest size city. And
Do you remember Pizzeria Oceana? Remember that one before
yeah.
the Oceana Kitchen?
that was up
Oh.
in Lantana.
Wow.
But that Delray Beach, just Delray Beach alone, not even Boca, I came up with a list of 10 because he was asking people for their favorite
Top-notch
pizza.
pizza,
place.
yeah.
And you've
The
got all
Beats.
styles up there. Death by Pizza is up
Oh
there.
my God, great.
That's the Detroit style, which
Yep.
I love.
Yeah,
And
the
they
guys
have-
doing the New Haven.
They
got
have
an 8-1.
Beats
Yeah, 8-2.
is up there. They've got some really good New York style pizzas. There's a place called
There's a Neapolitan place
uh,
up there too, Scolavecchia.
Scolavecchia moved
They moved.
to Coral
They're
Springs.
great for the old school
they
style
used to be
Neapolitan.
there.
Yep.
Yeah, but they also got places. Well, there's a Neapolitan food truck called Rosano's that's really
I
good
heard
up
about
there.
that as well too.
And they've got Avellino's is New York style. There's just a lot of good pizza.
Do not sleep on
Renzo's.
the pizza game in South Florida right now. Do
No.
not sleep on the pizza game.
And it really annoys the hell out of me, heck out of me.
You New Yorkers, right away.
When people look, I'm a Brooklyn boy, but when you hear these these insufferable New Yorkers, Defo, who say there's no good pizza down here.
So I'm gonna
And it's
answer
like,
that one right now.
Yeah.
For everybody on Let's Eat South, I'm gonna tell you right now,
Yeah.
Pizza Craft, just as good or better than Lindustri. Every place in New
Yeah.
York, every place in Connecticut. Get down here. I'm gonna show you what the #1 pizza
bold words
that we think in the country tastes
he's
like.
biased. He's the one who's the
Making it.
proprietor.
Yeah.
I'm well, not completely biased. I keep an open palate, and this place has really good pizza. It's funny because the other day when the Sentinel said we're going to be doing this contest, and I was like, how do you come up with just one? Because right here, you see, I have my list. It's like 30 places
Yeah.
that I broke down
Yeah.
just by Broward and Palm Beach. I didn't even get into the
Yeah,
Miami-Dade.
Yep.
I've got
Yeah,
Pizza
all
Craft,
those.
Heritage Pizza. And again,
Conquistador, don't sleep on that place. They make a nice
Conquistador.
old school slice.
it's around
Yep.
my corner
Yep.
corner for me. I mean, there's just so many like
Yep.
good.
Tonio's.
It's just so the way it was posed to me, Defo, because I said, how do you boil it down, especially when you're comparing apples and oranges with your Detroit and New Havens versus your hybrids and your Neapolitans?
yeah.
and,
I think about categories. Or?
no, and I said we can make this a 5-part series, and they're like, no, we're gonna make it just one, everything lumped together.
Okay. All right.
The editor there, Dave Schutz, who is one of also co-founders of Let's Eat, he goes, put it to you like this: somebody puts a gun to your head and says, "You got to go for a pizza tonight for one place.
Oh,
It's your last night on
okay.
Earth."
That changes a
He
little bit.
didn't put
different.
That's the idea. They
That
have.
One
changes different,
place
though.
that you go. Distance is not an object. Cost is not an object. Where you going?
It may be
for
old
that
school. I don't
one
know.
Pizza.
And maybe the one you grew up on. I don't know.
That's the
the
thing.
thing. And maybe go back to revert what you like.
And I'm saying it might be Pizza Craft.
No, I
It
know. I know
might
where you're
be
leaning.
heritage.
I know where
It
you're
might
leaning.
be-
You like the old school stuff.
Well, and there's and I didn't mention our friends at Costas up Greek Eatery. He has a really
they do a
good
great job too.
They do
Greek
nice
pizza.
Greek pizza, a little on the heavier side. That's nice.
I left him off. I forgot him. But again, a lot of people are fans, especially because he does have that little
No,
rivulet
he does a
of
great
grease.
job up there.
Like
yeah.
it kind of goes back to
It's a
when you
little
had
different,
on the burger bashes. We used to have fast food burgers. Then you had the fat casual burgers. Then you had double smash burgers. You had gourmet burgers. Then you had steakhouses grinding, Wagyu and prime.
Right.
How, which one is the one you like? And sometimes you just want that
It's-
double fast food. I don't know if it's everyone's different.
Really impossible to boil it down to
Yeah.
one. Yet somehow we're going to try to do that, and
Yeah.
we're starting off again. Pizza Craft here in downtown Fort Lauderdale,
I love it.
Emershey District, is worthy of consideration. There's going to be taking nominations until the end of, I think, this week until Sunday.
Yep.
And then I guess the top 5 vote getters will become the finalists. I
Yep.
am assuming Pizza Craft is going to be one of them.
I hope so. Yeah, that'd be great. They're all good. Every pizza on that list is very good.
Because of the number of locations now, I'm assuming Mr. 01 Extraordinary is going to be one of them. Have
Sure.
you been in there? Or?
It's good. Yeah, it's kind of mass produced a little bit, in my opinion. I like Mr. 01. I wouldn't put him in my top 10. I would, but if I'm in a bind
You know
and
what
I
I
need to
call
get
it,
some
Mark?
fast food pizza,
Mr. 01 Average Pizza.
yeah, average pizza. Yeah, listen, it's consistent. It is what it is. It's for pizza for the people that don't know pizza. It's
Well,
good.
my friend Carlos Frias, who used to be the food editor
Yeah, I like
at the Sun
Carlos, yeah.
Sentinel, I'm sorry, at the Miami Herald, 2-time James Beard Award winner, by the way,
Yep.
Tifo. But he said the original one, which was
was just
founded
gonna
by
say that, the original one's
guy
amazing.
who came from Italy and
Yeah.
got this 01 visa.
Yep.
He said it was in this little office building on the ground floor in Miami Beach. He said
Yeah.
that place was remarkable.
I was
and
the best.
Still is when he's knocking
Beautiful.
out
Let's
the
put
pies.
one of these down here.
But
Look at this
like
thing.
you said, it's gotten some of the venture capital, and they've become a chain, and they're all over the state. I've been to the ones in Pembroke Pines and in Bonita Springs or Maples, and they were both, it didn't blow my socks off.
No,
Meanwhile,
I'm with you.
But
I
again,
just-
the place, people can obviously nominate it. I think Times Square Pizza is going to get a lot of nominations. It's a kind of
I
slice
like Times
corner
Square. Yeah,
choice.
it's old school.
I don't love it that much. I just think that, well, you know, I'm not here to bash other
Hey,
places. I'm here to
All
eat your
pizza is good pizza.
That's right.
Well, what we have in front of you,
Primanti
great
Brothers is
pizza.
going to
yeah,
get some love.
this is. I
All right,
want
what
just
do
to
we
tell you a
got?
little bit about this pizza right here.
Yep.
Two things.
Yep.
This is one of our brand new pizzas. This is going to have our San Marzano Chow DOP tomato sauce, our modified crust that we've been working on for 8 years in the making. That
Wow.
we just started using it, and this is what I want to see if anybody else on the list can do this
Oh, wow.
when
No,
they
oh,
pick
there
up their
you go.
pizza,
Wow.
Mr. Portnoy.
now,
See,
I
I
want
don't
you to do
mind-
this on everyone you go to and see what
I don't
happens.
know what the flop.
That's Portnoy's
see-
complaint.
That's
flop.
it.
Yeah, for
I
sure.
don't
So
care
my
about the flop. I don't
problem-
understand what that means. Like if you have a lot of toppings on a
No,
pizza, it's going to flop. Like
Yeah, of course.
I don't,
So I
I don't
don't
think flop
understand why that
is-
matters.
Flop's
Like,
not bad.
Flop is not disqualifying.
No.
Again, when you have a
Again, I'm biased.
volume of
just a
stuff,
heavy pizza, and okay, it doesn't flop, so good for you guys.
Here's
but
the problem I have with Portnoy sometimes.
Okay, go.
Besides, like he doesn't even say one bite anymore because he takes a whole.
Well,
He's
that's
a
just
whole-
the joke, right?
pizza.
Because the joke
Yeah.
is you can't
The-
just have
right.
one bite.
All right,
I'm going to pass this
he
down here.
manipulates the flop because if he likes a place, or
yeah,
if
you
he's
can
prone to, like,
exactly. You can do
you
the
see,
fold.
You see what
It's
I
hot,
did
very
here?
hot.
I did the little
Wow.
fold. It's going to end up in my
Okay.
lap.
I got it.
Um,
Do you want to slice?
you do the little fold at the end here, and then it doesn't flop.
That's a little secret thing. Yeah. If you can
And
do
then
the
if
fold,
you don't
then-
do the fold, it's going to fall down
Yeah,
and flop.
yeah,
So like
exactly.
Yeah,
he can play games with
That's
that.
what he
but
wants it to
look,
be.
I find him really entertaining. His videos are good, and you know he has his likes and dislikes, and you know that going in. Me, I like any style of pizza. You
All right.
can give me.
So
the
this is
Neapolitan.
totally unique. So we're going to go to it. We're going to try a classic later, but we want to hit you with the flavor up first. This is going to be our tomato and basil pie topped with local burrata, cold pulled burrata on top of the pizza after it comes out of the oven. And he hit that out with a little bit of Mike's hot honey. That's the way I like it.
Oh, nice.
This is local basil, hydroponic local basil.
right.
What do you think, Mr.
Basil,
Authentic
beautiful.
New York?
Yeah,
You
thank
all right
you
with
so
this?
much.
Now there's some who might say, "Oh, there's too much basil," but if you say
You can peel
too
them
much
off.
basil, you just
Yeah.
take off one little slice. You could, I was fortunate enough to grow up in Brooklyn when DeFaro was at the height before he got hyped up.
Yeah,
and that
yeah.
was a guy. He became world
Oh,
famous, and
another-
everybody
one of my
would travel
favorites.
there. But DeFaro back in the day, it was just like another corner slice
bet.
joint, but he had fresh basil plants in the window.
With the scissors.
and he would take the scissors, and when the pie came out of the oven, he would snip.
shake.
He would
Snip
snip,
'em.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you've been
Oh,
there.
yeah. Oh,
you
yeah.
know. And that was something I loved.
Mr. Dom was his name. Dom passed away. I think it's
Mhm.
been about 2 years now, but
Yeah,
he was there making pizzas
real
for
loss.
50 something.
man, I love your sauce.
Thank you.
The honey, I know that some people like that little sweetness, the
Yeah.
sweet heat on it. Me, subjectively, and because I have type 2 diabetes
Okay.
now, I could do without the honey.
So we're going to try one without the honey. We're going
But-
to try a couple different ones.
But do you like the honey?
I haven't tried this one yet.
Get the honey,
No,
Junior.
I was watching you. I was in amazement, the observing of the Mayo style of eating, which
Well, I
we're
fold
all
my-
in great admiration.
I'm a Brooklyn boy. I do fold my slices. I'll eat it open face too because it gives a little bit.
Oh,
of
yeah. Why
different
not? Yeah,
dimension.
for sure.
Let me give it a shot.
So, Mike, when I look at a pizza, I look at a couple different things.
I love your
quality
sauce.
ingredients.
Your
You
sauce,
start with the
Mark, is
tomatoes.
best.
A lot of people don't like to use these tomatoes because the pure price point, they're 4 times the price. Homemade mozzarella. We shave that aged Parmesan. That I think it's a 5-year aged Parmesan on top of the pizza. And I like to look for the undercarriage. You hear that a lot, but you want to see those leopard spots. Those leopard spots,
It's got the
nice
leopard
crust,
spots.
nice crust.
Yep.
We hit it with a little semolina on
And-
the bottom.
And you've got the edge, the crust, the cornichon. You got
That's
that.
it.
You're
A
gonna
little
hear
crunch.
the crunch.
Yep. You hear that crunch?
Absolutely
oh yeah, I heard
delicious.
that crunch.
Well,
Yeah.
I do like the honey element.
was gonna
It's
say-
different, and it's the thing. All these people that are stuck on that whole authentic New York thing keep burying your head in the sand in the past. I mean, D-Day was 80 years ago. Things have changed. Things have evolved. The culinary industry has changed dramatically. Open your mind up to
Listen.
something that you would look at in Italy and think, my God, it was worth the trip to Rome and the tickets and everything. And then you're getting something that is just beyond your wildest imagination in terms of taste and the whole feeling of just getting something great to eat.
That's a great pizza.
Yeah.
Mark.
Thank you. I appreciate
I
that.
mean,
I think
We're
it's
gonna try the
fantastic.
classic one after, so you can taste the purity of everything.
But I like, look, a lot of times people make a very sweet sauce, and I'm not gonna lie, I'm not a big fan of a sweet
Sure.
sauce.
Sure.
But I like the between your sauce is not. It's like a classic sauce that I really enjoy
Yeah.
really too. But the honey adds a touch of sweetness. It's not overwhelming,
Sure.
and it's a nice little flavor with the crunch, and then the sauce, and then the fresh mozzarella. I don't know. I like the honey in there.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
a nice little.
So we're gonna try a couple different things. We're gonna do one today. It's gonna be a little spicy with homemade fennel sausage and caramelized onions.
I love sausage and onions.
Yeah. Then we're gonna do one the classic, and then I'm gonna try you one the Danielle because she did the veal chop
Yes,
and the
I saw that line.
sandwich.
That looked
And
fantastic.
so now she has a new one that she did a
I
pizza
love her
now.
because she always does the vodka sauce like
So
that.
she did that, and she
Broadway,
imported that
has
Ezzo pepperoni as well. So that's the cups with the vodka sauce.
Oh man, I guess I shouldn't have eaten the whole slice. I really should
Yeah.
do one bite of
You know,
each
you can have
slice,
6,
but-
7. It's light. The pizza here is very
Oh,
light.
yeah,
It's very
I know.
thin. It's paper thin. As you can see, this has been here for how long now?
Yeah,
5-10 minutes. It's
and
still
it's not getting soggy.
no.
This is tremendous stuff, and it's funny because when I walked in, another patron was in here. He goes, "Oh, I saw you did the show at Heritage." He goes, "Get prepared." He goes, "The pizza here is better."
Oh,
this
don't
guy
start
was
that.
talking smack, and I was like, "Look, there's many things can be very good, and then it's like one person puts a gun to your hand and said, which pizza are you gonna have? You're gonna have Reno's? You're gonna have Pizza Crafts? I mean, this one. I mean,
Pizza spot, I don't know.
and then which toppings are you putting on it? That's the other thing. It's
Yeah.
like you have all these different styles.
It's all subjective.
Yeah.
I love all pizza.
I do
Honestly.
too. And
I
you're gonna
love
see
every
me.
slice. Every slice is unique. Every slice is good.
You're gonna see me make love to every pizza today. All right, let's take our first break, and we'll come back with more pizzas and fun at Pizza Crafts.
All right,
in
let's do it.
Fort
Falsetto
Lauderdale
does it
with
again,
Mark
man.
Falsetto.
All right, let's
unreal.
do it.
Gilbert's 17th Street Grill. You know me, I love family-run places with quality food at fair prices served with passion and pride. And that's why I love Gilbert's. For more than a decade, Lenore, Beth, and Richie Gilbert have been serving up the best burgers, wings, ribs, salads, and desserts. It's a fast casual spot. Everything prepared fresh to order from an immaculate open kitchen. They're at 1821 Cordova Road in Fort Lauderdale in the Cordova Shops just south of 17th Street. Open every day but Sunday. One of my favorite burgers in South Florida. Big, round, juicy pucks of 100% Angus beef, char grilled to perfection. And don't miss the sweet potato fries on the side. They're legendary. Go to Gilbert's, feast, and be happy. Tell them the Lunchbox sent you. When I'm looking for some wicked good food for a wicked good lunch, there's only one place to go. That's Wicked Cheesesteaks in Fort Lauderdale. It's at 4824 North Federal Highway, just south of Commercial Boulevard and across from Holy Cross Hospital. My friend Brian there, he will hook you up with some really tasty treats. They've got cheesesteaks just like the best you can find in Philly, along with lobster rolls, because that's where he's from, Maine originally. And they have wings and pizza and everything you want to have a really good time. Wicked Cheesesteaks, they're open every day but Tuesday. Check them out online, wickedcheesesteaks.com. Tell them the Lunchbox sent you. If you're looking for a great place for steaks, seafood, and more, go to Tropical Acres Steakhouse and Butcher Shop. It's at 2500 Griffin Road in Dania, just west of I-95 and the airport. They've been there a long time, since 1949. That means they're doing something right. You'll get old school hospitality from the Studiali family, along with great value, for tremendous service. Of course, you could also go into the bar for happy hour every day, 4 to 6, and they have great value all night long. Also, a butcher shop that's open every day from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. except Sunday. The dining room is open every day at 4:30 except Sunday. Go to Tropical Acres. Tell them the Lunchbox sent you. Best restaurants in South Florida? Casa D'Angelo is always at the top of my list. First-class dining, top-flight service, elegant atmosphere, and chef-founder Angelo Ilia is legendary. The flagship in Fort Lauderdale has been serving the finest Italian cuisine since 1997, with other locations in Boca Raton and Aventura. As Angelo himself says, they have an unwavering commitment to unparalleled quality with meticulous attention to details. It's so good, with house-made pastas, pristine seafood, unique meats like elk chops and bison, and seasonal specialties including fragrant fresh truffles from Italy. All locations open 7 days for dinner. Reservations recommended. For a special occasion or any occasion, Casa D'Angelo. Tell them Mike Mayo sent you. If you're looking for an exquisite sushi experience, Kaizen Sushi Bar and Grill in Fort Lauderdale is the place to go. 5640 North Federal Highway, just north of Commercial Boulevard. Chef owner Hui Lam. He's a sushi savant, slicing and serving pristine fish and seafood flown in directly from Japan and around the world. Nigiri, sashimi, special rolls, and omakase dinners. He's ruined me from going anywhere else. It's that good. Open 7 days for dinner and also for lunch. Even if you're not a sushi fan, they have great cooked options, including steaks, chops, rice and noodles, and other Japanese dishes. It's fantastic. For reservations and information, go to kaizenflorida.com. Tell them Mike Mayo and the Lunchbox sent you. Delicious Mexican food with innovative twists. Margaritas with a medley of tongue-tingling flavors. I'm talking about Taco Craft, Taqueria, and Tequila Bar. The place to go on Taco Tuesday and every day. It's located at 510 North Federal and Highway in Fort Lauderdale, and also in Lauderdale by the Sea at Plantation Walk, and soon in Coral Springs. Taco Craft has specials every day, including bottomless drinks for a Sunday brunch, and Taco Tuesdays with their $4 premium tacos, including their new birria tacos with bone marrow broth. Oh, it's so good. They've even made a taco lover out of me, and they've got so much more, including fajitas, that open-faced smashed cheeseburger tortilla that's new, and a guacamole sample that's an explosion of flavors. The kitchen is open late. There's delivery and takeout. For more information, go to tacocraft.com. Tell them Mike Mayo, the Lunchbox, sent you. Okay, we're back on the Lunchbox. Want to make sure we're patched in, ready to go. Pizza Craft, 330 Himershey Street.
The OG of Fort Lauderdale.
I say
OG.
Himershey. He says Himershey. Val corrected me. That's
Potato,
okay.
potato.
Whatever you call it.
Val's always right. Whatever you call it. I
Parlay,
call it
exacta, whatever.
damn good pizza.
Exactly.
I think, I'm going to withhold my final number. I'll go Portnoy on you and give you a 1 to 10 rating.
Okay, I like
after
it.
I sample all the pizzas.
All right, let's do it.
But we're off to a very strong start.
Oh, Mayo,
Yeah.
hold it back.
Portnoy rating is,
yeah.
flop, char, crust,
Yeah,
sauce.
and
It seems like it's getting a little arbitrary, though, the
Yeah, it's-
Fortnite rating. I mean, he's been to so many places, he doesn't know what to say.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, and the thing is, going in, like you said, if it's a certain type, if it's Neapolitan, he's not going above the 6s. If
Yeah.
it's New Haven, you're going to be starting
high
in the
8s,
7s and 8s,
yeah.
and the man has his biases. Me, I'm not biased. I just love good pizza. The thing you can tell about that, and just now you've really whet my appetite.
Yeah, we're just getting started
The
here.
high quality ingredients, you can tell right off the bat. You can tell when a place is using schlock, low, skim mozzarella, and it gives up.
What about the flour? That's the main thing. So what happens is a lot of these people are using, which is great, King Arthur's, just regular bread flour. This is an imported Caputo, not 00. It's a Caputo Americana. They partnered up with the mills here, to develop kind of that Portnoy crust.
Okay,
So
thinner.
thinner, crispier. It's better hydration. I mean, better proofing here for the humidity.
A little bit more moist than matzah, but thin and
That's it. And we actually mixed 3 different flours, which I can't tell you the other 2.
Ooh, it's a secret.
Are you surprised, Mark? I mean, you've been in the business for a long time, a lot of different aspects, at the level of influence that Portnoy has with this One Bite Pizza review. Because it seems like he does one. If he gives it a favorable review, the place is swamped.
Well, they call it the Portnoy effect, right? So when we went,
It's kind of crazy, isn't it? I mean, when
we
you
had a
think
lot of
about it.
dine-in pizza, not a lot of takeout. It was the middle of the pandemic, so our rating was in the pandemic.
Oh wow!
So we were having, we were semi-closed down, not much business.
Right.
We were actually opening, and I was donating 100 pizzas a day to the nurses, to the police.
Wow,
So just something that we wanted to do.
Yeah.
Just something we did. Yeah, we just So we were just saying, and actually, what we did during the pandemic, I actually just remember this. All hospitality workers that were out of work, we said, you just come down here to Pizza Craft and you get 1 pizza. And we were just had servers, bartenders, families that worked in the hospitality industry, and we were just giving pizzas to everybody.
And that kind of goodwill goes such a long way because people feel appreciated.
Yeah.
And then they'll come back and they say, hey, they treated me right. Let's go in there.
Yeah, the hospitality people got hit hard. And then when Portnoy came and we got that 8.1, we went that day. I think next day we did 250, 300 takeout pizzas. That's called the Portnoy effect. And we actually had plugged in another printer and just kept rolling like that for about 6 months.
It's, look, some of these influencers take that. First of all, he does a funny job. He does a fine job and he's funny. He's entertaining.
He did so much for small business too. It's wild.
And he understands pizza too.
Yeah.
Let's get into the nitty gritty. How are these prepared at the oven? Is it what's the temperature, and is it a wood burning oven?
So I'll tell you a little bit about stuff. So when we first opened, we did the wood burning oven.
Mm-hmm.
Now we've pulled the wood from the oven. and we're going just straight brick.
Oh, interesting.
brick,
A
okay.
brick oven.
All
Okay.
right.
So I'll tell you why we're trying to here at Pizza Craft. I can just tell you what we do.
Yep.
We want to achieve a longer bake, and so Neapolitan is 90 seconds, a minute and a half at 900 degrees, 1,000 degrees, high heat, very very quick bake. We want to do this like artisanal California, New York, Neapolitan mix, and we want a longer bake. So we're doing like a 5 to 6 minute bake, and we're up to about 650, 700 degrees on
Okay.
the oven. 650.
Right.
New York is 550 degrees.
550.
So they do a long
So
bake
more-
at 550, longer bake, lower temperature. So we're in that middle
and
of
they
New
don't
York.
get the crispness like the
Yes,
corner
they're not
slice
gonna get
joints
that, yeah.
are, a little bit more
So we go,
floppy
we're
and
hopping right
chewy.
around 700, just under 700. We're going to go a little bit longer bake, 5 minutes, 5 to 6 minutes. You're going to get the best of both worlds.
Yeah.
I like
And then on the
hybrid.
proofing, we do 24 to 48 hour proofing. Sometimes we'll sneak into that 72 hour, but a lot of people don't know making pizza is very complicated.
Is
We
it
thought it was
cold
an easy thing.
proofing? You put it in a
Yeah.
freezer? Or
So we proof outside
okay.
for a certain amount of hours, and then we do cold proofing in the fridge between 24 and 72. But 48 is our sweet spot.
I know Defo likes to do an 86 proofing usually. With
That's it. Exactly.
200 proof
exactly.
is my number. What are you talking
But so we've all became pizza geeks. Then there's hydration. Then there's humidity. We
Yeah.
have temperatures on humidity. We have a thermostat. And by the day, then we actually use very great salt and olive oil, and the best quality flours that you can buy. That's it. The
Well, and there was
flours-
always the knock, much like bagels and pizza, was
Yeah.
well, the water. The water is different in Florida. Look, I've had great bagels and pizza up there. I've also had great bagels and pizzas down here.
There's
It
some
feels
place in
like,
my El Bagel, some place in Miami do bagels just
well,
as
with
good
the
as New York.
science, if you get to the
Grandpa's
science
Goldberg's.
behind it,
Goldberg's my favorite.
you can mitigate a lot of that if you know the science
So
behind
it's
it and
not
stuff
the
like that.
water; it's more the temperature and the proofing, and this the hydration, the humidity all plays a factor. So, like when we make our dough every morning for 2 days from now, the doors have to be closed, AC's on.
Oh,
we don't
wow,
open it
okay.
up. Yeah, that's it.
Controlled.
And actually, the one thing I'll tell a little secret here that we don't tell anybody: you can never serve cold dough. So somebody gets here at 7 in the morning to take out the dough and then leaves. So the dough has to be at room temperature before
Okay.
you cook the dough. So
Oh,
it's a
interesting.
little tweak if you want to tweak your pizza game.
Well, that's funny 'cause I
Room-
worked at an Italian restaurant. That is not how they the dough came right
So
out
what's
of
going to
the
happen
fridge.
is it's not going to poof up it up.
So
you're
when
not
they do
going to
Domino's-
get the crisp. as well.
Domino's New York style, they don't go through that.
No. That's going from freezer to oven. We call that, not farm to table, freezer to oven.
The yeah, that's a good trick of the trade.
I never
because,
knew that.
Again, the temperatures.
There's
Like
very
it's when you
complicated.
take out butter from the fridge. You don't want to just put cold butter on a roll.
No, it
You
doesn't
let
work.
this
Room
thing sit
temperature
out,
butter,
room
yeah. Your
temp, it
steaks?
softens up.
So at the
Your guy-
restaurant,
your guy at Pizza
just,
Craft, yeah,
we
they
take
saw.
our steaks 2-3 hours up before we serve them at the restaurant.
Yeah.
Steaks got to be room temperature.
Yep.
You're not going to get poison. Everything room temperature.
Yeah,
You don't
yeah.
want cold stuff hitting the grill, and you don't want cold stuff hitting. Chicken's different, but steaks, room temperature.
Absolutely.
Because you're not going to get that when you cut open, you get blood everywhere. You want to rest. You want room temperature. It's going to cook faster, cook throughout, and then you're going to rest that.
Blood everywhere. It sounds
it.
like Defoe's first marriage.
Jesus. Oh, wow.
Second one.
Oh, the second
No, the
one.
first
Are you on
one's
the third-
good.
on
I
the
keep
third-
taking shots at him. I'm sorry. It's,
Well,
It's
so
always
easy.
the middle one.
It's so
It's always
easy.
the middle one. You could pick any marriage.
That's it. We're going to get some pizzas coming
all
out
right,
here.
no, it's all good. Hey, why don't we take another break while
Yeah,
we're
let's
getting
do it.
nice pizzas, and hopefully we'll get these people seated. The
That's it.
graduation ceremonies going on all over the place. This is a perfect spot. My recommendation, though, is call ahead if you have a group of 40.
Yes.
Maybe the day before.
We just had a 40 top walk in, by the way.
I love that
With
they just
that-
walk in.
Our favorite, 35 kids and 5 adults. Our favorite.
and I'm sure they're going right to Let's Eat saying they
Yeah.
couldn't seat us right away.
We had to sit outside. It's 100 degrees.
Can you believe they put 20% on
Right.
our check?
And the pizzas are $20.
And
Oh
we
my
took
God.
out the pizzas and ate it 5 days later.
I love
yeah,
that.
it was hard.
I love
Oh,
that. I
God.
love that. That's
I don't want to.
classic.
All right.
It's okay, but
We'll
you
get
can't
into
wait.
it. The stuff that you guys have to
That's
put up with.
amazing.
We'll talk about after the break.
I would
I'll
not
share some
stand
more
for a minute.
stories with
That's
you.
why I was the persnickety curmudgeon.
Yeah.
And I tell people what I really think. All
In
right.
my next life, I'm just going to design and build. No operations.
Before we go to break, let me put in a word about our friends at Tropical Acres Steakhouse. Again, in business 75
Oh,
years.
Tell me they haven't heard it all.
And
Oh,
they've heard it all. The
Yeah.
Studiali family, they'll take great care of you. And they are masters of hospitality, also value and service. They are now offering their twin lobster special during the summertime.
Oh, I like that.
2 twin Maine lobsters, fresh, boiled, pound and a pound and a quarter each with salad and side
You
dish.
get a side
$39.
for each tail?
Huh?
For each tail?
Not
Oh, for
it's
two
the whole
tails.
thing. Not tails. We're talking whole.
Two
Well, they give it to you.
lobsters.
Wow, that's amazing.
Two sides.
You can't
Again,
beat that.
You can't
Or
beat
a
that
salad,
value.
obviously.
And again, that's Monday through Friday, $39 for the twin North Atlantic, cold water lobsters, whole lobsters.
I know where I'm going next week.
The tails, the claws, the bodies.
That's cheaper than buying at the grocery store.
Well,
I
it really
may
is. And
actually
here's
do
what I
this.
say, Mark, because on Monday and Tuesday they have half-price wine night. You're closed at Runway
Yeah, you're
84.
closed.
Yeah, we're
So
closed on
competing.
Mondays.
Monday, go right over to Tropical Acres. You got half-price wine night. You get one of those twin lobster specials, and you get one of their beautiful regular
Yeah, the
cut
prime rib is
rib for
fantastic.
$40. You
Yep.
can get out of there for 2 people, surf and turf,
And a bottle of wine.
$100
Wow.
with a bottle of wine. Then you add your tax and tip.
Yeah,
But
that's fine.
stuff like that is why I love Tropical Acres. And, of course, they're going to be open for Father's Day, 1 to 8 p.m. Get your reservations on the books now at 954-989-2500.
Wow.
Runway 84 open for Father's Day. Yes.
Yeah, Father's Day, June 16th.
Regular all hours. For
Regular
you guys.
hours. Yep, regular hours.
Tropical Acres.
Treat your dad to some steak and chicken
1
parm.
to 8 p.m. Don't make them slave over the hot
That's
grill.
it.
Go to Tropical Acres.
Don't do a barbecue.
Do a double header.
That's
Go-
it.
Go right from
That's it. Brunch.
Tropical Acres at 1
I like
o'clock.
that. I like
and
that.
then go right in there for the Sunday gravy there at Runway 84. Tell them the Lunchbox sent you both places.
Thank you.
All right, coming back with more here from Pizza Craft. This is a great experience in a moment on Mike Mayo's Lunchbox.
From a scratch kitchen, delicious drinks and house-made spirits from a craft bar. A great vibe inside and out with a spacious patio. I'm talking about Batch New Southern Kitchen and Tap, Fort Lauderdale, in the heart of the city at 525 North Federal Highway. It's open 7 days for lunch, dinner, and weekend brunch with classics like fried chicken and waffles and shrimp and grits, and creative items like pecan-crusted salmon and a fried green tomato BLT. And the drinks? Smooth sipping and so good. There's convenient free parking and a garage next door, happy hour at the bar, an entire patio, 4 to 7 Monday to Friday, and live music every Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. It's pet and people friendly and with cozy fire pits for when the temperature dips. For reservations and more information, go to batchsouthernkitchen.com. If you like seafood in a comfortable setting, outdoors, even keel fish shack at the corner of A1A and Commercial Boulevard in Lauderdale by the Sea, and also now with a new location on Las Olas Boulevard. Those are my spots. Upscale food and a down-home setting. The chef owners, Dave and Brad, do a terrific job with all the seafood classics that you want. They have the best grilled oysters in town, bang bang shrimp, lobster rolls, and deli fish specials. They also have weekend brunch Saturday and Sunday. They have deli happy hour 4 to 7, and they also have other weekly specials like mussels on Monday and oysters on Tuesday. Go to Even Keel Fish Shack and tell them that the Lunchbox sent you. Mike, where should I go out to eat? I got guests coming from out of town. Where should we go? Cafe Seville. That's the answer. 2768 East Oakland Park Boulevard. It's a Fort Lauderdale perennial, serving the finest in Spanish and continental cuisine in a cozy, friendly, comfortable setting. Joey Esposito and Sally, his better half, they've been running the place for a long time. It's been open since the 1980s. They got great Spanish classics like paella, shrimp with garlic sauce, and all kinds of great seafood dishes. The stuffed veal chop, that's my favorite. Go to Cafe Seville. It's open every day but Sunday at 5 p.m. for dinner. Tell them that the Lunchbox Mayo and Defo sent you. Do you like burgers? Do you like wings? Do you like late night food and sports on big screen TVs and cold beer and friendly vibe and great people? Then you want to check out Shenanigans, 1300 South Federal Highway in Dania Beach. Go to Shenanigans, you get yourself all the good stuff, the fresh fish every day, the blackened grilled wings, and of course the kitchens are open late. Go there, tell them that the Lunchbox Mayo and Defo sent you. We are back on the Lunchbox. We're at Pizza Craft. We're about to be hit with a pizza onslaught.
An endless procession.
So I will say
variety
this
of
now
pizzas.
when he's not
Yeah.
around. I feel really guilty. I've never been to Pizza Craft, and
Well-
I'm mad at myself that that is the fact.
And what do
Wow.
you think? It's pretty
Oh, this is
high
ridiculous.
quality stuff, huh?
Yeah, this
Great
is
job.
ridiculous.
Great
And Defo's going to town on his
the
Sicilian
salad's nice.
That's one
salad
of the
there.
best Sicilian salads I've had.
It's
Yeah,
really nice
and, I
salad.
mean, we've been around town. We've had a few in our
Sicilian
day.
Oven does a good job with it. Many other places, Italian restaurants do a good job with it. But this is as good as any I've had anywhere. It's fantastic.
Mark is
And it's
Mark's
enough to
actually
feed like
pulling
a
out
bunch of
pizzas.
people.
he's pulling out pizzas. This is a hands-on owner here, and they got a little backed up and slammed today because of its graduation season. And right down the block at the Performing Arts Center, there was one of the high schools that just held their commencement ceremony. So some people trickled in here, and I think
This other room, though, is a great place. I walked in there, and it was filled with people that are eating this food right right in the next room in a very, very casual.
Yeah, it's really nice.
And informal setting.
The
It looks
apothecary.
fantastic.
And he was telling us the story about his partner here in this venture. It started off as a dishwasher, a Cuban immigrant, and is now running the show here. Does a fantastic job.
He's all over the place. This guy's
Became a partner.
amazing.
He became a partner. Working
You gotta
his way
love
up
that.
from dishwasher.
He's
to
seating
partner.
people. He's doing them.
I love those
ovens.
stories. I love America. And that's the kind of, tales that you can hear of people striving and working hard. And nowadays in the restaurant industry, I keep hearing laments about people don't want to work. And it's nice that people that do strive and work hard can be rewarded. And
It's nice to see. I mean,
heartwarming.
I was looking on the way down there. There were a couple of homeless people that were on the corners or whatever. And you're thinking, geez, it would be nice if this guy could just walk into a place, get a job. You know, these fast food restaurants are even having to pay, what, $15 an hour?
Yeah,
now for
minimum
an
wage
employee.
is going to be $13 an hour.
It
So
would be nice if somebody would hire some of these people if they were willing to, commit to it and could do it and then, evolve like this. Fantastic. A guy ends up being a partner with Mark Balsetto. Are you kidding me? One of the you can see why this man is successful when you hear him talk.
he's a hustler
He's
and a
so
go-getter.
into the
He is
business.
so,
Yeah.
like, this is a guy
He
who
knows his stuff. Yeah.
He is not afraid to work hard. He's always traveling, always innovating, always going to the ovens,
Look at this
picking
guy.
out a
I love that
pizza.
he
Look
was
at
just.
that.
I got video of it because he was literally tossing the pizzas and he's
it's-
moving them around.
No, when you get a table of 40 that doesn't call the day before, you might
So-
get caught a little
I
short.
love it.
Hence, it's not 100% round as I made that one.
Okay.
But
All right.
Which
What do
is-
we
that's-
got here? What are the
all right,
two?
so let's start off. This is our fennel sausage right here.
Sausage and,
Yeah, this is going to be our San Marzano. Everything's the same crust. San Marzano DOP, homemade mozzarella. This is a fennel sausage, same one we do at Runway. Crumbled, homemade fennel sausage, caramelized onions, shaved Parmesan Reggiano. There's some Calabrian wet chilies in there. It's a little
Ooh,
spicy.
I love
Wet
the little
chilies,
kick.
and
Yeah.
with like tons of basil, like usual at Pizza Craft. So let's start off with one of
I'm
those.
gonna go with
This one's
one of
piping hot.
these.
So start off with one of those. Yeah, you go for it.
Do you want
No,
to
go ahead,
reach
man.
in, or
Yeah.
I'm just gonna go for
Defo's going
this
light
one's-
today with the
We're
salad.
curious to get your.
He's
No,
a
the salad
man.
was
He-
beautiful,
he-
man.
He
Really
That's it.
tries to watch himself.
That's it. There you go.
Me, I don't try to watch anything
That's
except just how many slices I could put in
All
my
right, here we go.
mouth.
Mike
All right,
Mayo,
let's
ladies
go.
and gentlemen.
Oh, I
this
wanted
is
the-
again.
The
Look at
fennel
this,
one.
beautiful, crisp.
That's it.
No flop.
It's a nice color.
I never cared about that flop thing.
I never heard of it
Portnoy.
until
I mean,
recently.
is that really? I think it's overrated just because of pork.
You're talking. I'm the king of flop. No
Oh, you
flop.
are?
I'm the king of no flop. So I'm
Okay.
biased.
Yeah, I mean,
So
I
you
don't care
do-
either way. I never
we
really-
look for that
Yeah.
because it's the technique. They're doing the dough right. It's cooked
Oh,
the
okay,
right
cool.
fermentation, the right proof, and this is a wild pizza. This is one of our classics.
Oh, I just got a hit of the
The Calabrian red
chili.
chili. Yeah, that's a real wet
And-
red chili. So.
Mayo.
Now I'm one of those. I always put the red pepper flakes, the bird
Yeah,
seed
no, we don't
on
do that.
most
Yeah.
of my pizza. It's right up there if I need it, but this one doesn't need
No, you're not gonna
anything.
need it.
That is perfectly balanced. I know some people don't like the sausage with the fennel seeds. I happen to love it. I think it gives it that extra
It's like legit
flavor, the
Yeah.
that layer of flavor that I like out of the sausage. This
Yep.
is a very hearty, rustic slice, I
Yeah.
would call it.
Yep.
And that caramelization of the onions,
Yep.
it makes me think I'm having honey, but
Yep.
I'm not. It's just the
Sweet.
sweet,
Yep.
natural sweetness, which my doctor says is good for me.
That's
so
it. There you go.
I could have the caramelized
You want to look at this. This is what you want to see:
onions.
the crust, air pockets.
It's not good when you have
crust.
doctors in your head while you're eating.
That's
Here's a
it.
mark.
That's
I mean,
it.
come on.
That's it.
Let's just let it go.
This
Yeah,
is our. So this is
Caitlin
our.
Clark has defenders in her head.
Caramelized
I've got-
onions are among the greatest things ever.
Yeah, listen. Just we don't
use
no
in
sugar.
any-
Just
any
let them just
culinary
natural
art, yeah.
sweetness. Cook them down.
Fantastic. And
So this
again-
is the one that won the 8.1. Look at this.
Look at that.
Oh, that was
I
it?
just want to
Yeah.
feed you. I love
Okay,
feeding
good.
Mike here. It's my
Okay.
favorite. It's one of my favorite
It's so
things to do.
romantic.
Try one of the
I'm
the
good.
8.1. That's a purist. We call
Okay,
it the purist.
I'm
There
in,
you go.
I'm in,
Yeah.
I'm in, I'm
And
in.
I'm
Got a little
tearing up
mini
the
slice
basil
there.
because I like my basil kind of like in those little
Yeah.
bits of chunks, but I still like the basil, fresh basil, hydroponic, right, from a local farm or
Local basil.
yeah, that's beautiful. All right, this one I'm
Very
gonna
nice,
look
very
at that.
nice.
That's
Wow.
Super thin, purist. Just a homemade mozz, the cheese, homemade mozz. Really high quality extra virgin olive oil on top.
that little bit drizzle that gives it just a little bit of the slickness.
Yeah.
And
Earth.
You could easily say bleep New York style pizza. This is fantastic.
well, this is a hybrid.
This is
Yeah.
like but this slice eats like a New York style.
unbelievable.
Again, the quality of the ingredients, and I just love the sauce, the way that tomatoes, it just has that beautiful a little bit of that umami pucker up, that really good savory, but also they're sweet.
Yep.
And
Just
this is absolutely in the eights. I mean, this is simplicity, and you know
That's
me. No, this one I would go 8.4. You know,
Yeah.
each different style of pizza has its own.
we personally think 8.4, but that's our own personal.
An aggregate score here is definitely in the mid eights. I mean, this is
You might want to throw a 9 in there. Mayo. Come on. I mean, you're not Portnoy. You can go ahead and let it go. Fantastic. Every bite, just absolutely sensational.
I'm not even going to talk now because I'm just going to chew on this. Perfect chew.
Yeah, chew the crust on the bottom. You got the char,
The crust, the char, the undercarriage.
but not burnt. A lot of controversy on Let's See Sell For about char. I'm a char guy. If I don't have this char, we send it back. I tell the chefs, make another
this one here, right here.
We want
Some
that
people
char.
say, "Oh, that's burnt." I don't.
No,
like
we
that.
love that. We
Not
love
burnt.
that char.
That's what you need. That gives it flavor.
Yeah, we
and
love the char.
The fact that you're not using the wood or the coal, but just straight up brick.
Yeah.
That means that char is coming honestly. It's
Yeah.
not like coming from any of the embers or the cinder. It's just like
That's a natural.
all
Yep.
temperature control, timing, perfect.
100%. Yep.
And the crispiness. Again, when I
This
eat,
thing's been sitting here for 5 minutes. No,
Look at you, Mayo. It looks like you're eating a matzo. What are you doing?
no, yeah.
you're not going to be able to
I'm
do that. I know.
analyzing
I know
this.
you're not big.
Oh, I love the crispy charred edge. Oh, look at
8 years to get that. That's true. That's literally.
You guys are knocking it out.
We don't
of the
even let
park
them
here.
open the back door when we're making the dough because that humidity comes in.
Now let's talk a little bit about the history of this place.
Sure.
'Cause, I know. So you've got salads. You got a couple of.
Oh, so I'm sorry.
That's
Mike.
all right.
I'm flailing around.
That's all right.
You're treating him like Caitlin
That's it.
Clark. What are you talking
Smack him a little
about?
bit.
Just beat the crap out of the
I
guy.
deserve
8-4,
to be
get a little
smacked around
backhand.
a little bit sometimes. You got chicken parm. You got some pasta dishes.
So we call it Italian specialties. So when we first opened, we were doing all homemade pastas.
Right.
Had the Lauderdale machine in the back, homemade pastas, everything very boutique, and we're kind of ahead of the curve for the market. You know, they weren't really ready for that.
and this opened
So
in
we toned it down.
2015.
2015,
Right. And at that point, it was pizzas and the pastas.
pizzas and pastas, and now we've added a few more Italian specialties like our chicken parm. We're doing our arancini. We do the pear fiocchis. We're doing home nice galamad.
Yeah, you got
hot
the creamy
peppers.
burratos,
Yep.
you got meatballs, you got
Yep.
salads. It's a nice, a casual Italian restaurant that uses the
That's right.
finest ingredients. And I know that at one point, your associate Anthony Bruno had Anthony's Pronto Kitchen over on Federal.
We still
Then-
have Pronto Kitchen. We run it out of the back here. We still have Pronto
Right.
Kitchen.
Okay. That's what I was
Yeah.
going to mention is that Pronto moved over here.
Yeah.
And it's become kind of like a, ancillary operation.
Sure. Yeah.
And at one point, I guess you combine the menus or you have different things.
Yeah, so Anthony's Pronto Kitchen is a takeout concept that they did. It's a ghost kitchen, so it lives online only. We've toned a few things down, but you can get all your we do large catering, so
Right.
chicken parms for 30 people,
Big ziti platters.
platters,
Yeah.
pastas, a big classic salad, and we actually offer all of our pizzas on the Pronto as well now too, so we can kind
Nice.
of go back and forth.
Yeah, that's great.
Yeah.
So again, if you wanted to get into the Pronto, it's kind of like the secret menu. You go online and is it if you go on the Pizza Craft website, is it there or you just kind of just type in Pronto Kitchen?
No, you go to Anthony's Pronto Kitchen and you'll find it online. Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
And again, takeout
Uber
and
Eats, delivery dudes.
all right, let's take our final break.
All
And then
right.
we're going to come back with the lightning round, Defo.
Yeah,
and,
yeah.
we got a few
we're
more
gonna,
things
we're
coming
gonna
up.
throw him a couple of, let's say, hypotheticals of things that might happen when you're in the hospitality
Okay,
business.
I got some good stories
And
for you.
how
One
you-
just happened. That
And
I just
how
told
you
you.
field the complaints and what is the best way to make things right amongst people who maybe don't deserve
Yeah, there
to
is no
have
right.
things made
Exactly.
right.
Yeah, we're going to
But-
go over all those in detail.
All right,
Okay.
we'll do that in a moment. But first, let me talk about our friends at the Visit Lauderdale Food and Wine Festival. I know the big main event is months away in January, but it's not too early to get your early bird pricing on tickets for the grand tasting. Go online to vlfoodwine.com. Again, vlfoodwine.com. Visit Lauderdale. It's not just a one-week festival, though, anymore. They're going to be having events throughout the year. Pretty soon, we're going to be announcing the launch of ticket sales for our next event. And it's going to be a goodie because I have a feeling it might involve, us right here on the Lunchbox. And if you like oysters and, let's say, bubbly, sparkling wine, it's going to be a fun time had by all down in Lauderdale by the Sea, maybe right across from Taco Craft.
yeah,
there.
yeah.
But August 10th, circle on your calendars. But more details coming on that. Meanwhile, get your early bird tickets for vlfoodwine.com. and tell them the lunchbox. Well, don't tell them anything because it's a computer. And just get your early bird tickets, and that's it. All right, let's wrap up this puppy, right?
Yes.
That's it. Mayo,
Well, no.
you're out of sorts here.
I am out.
All right, we're coming back with more here from
That's it.
Pizza Craft. Beautiful place. Himmershey.
However you say it.
It's
delicious pizza.
Himmershey.
Be one of the best restaurants in Broward, J&C Oyster in downtown Hollywood. At 2035 Harrison Street, this place is fantastic and worth a drive. It's got creative, cutting-edge seafood and more with an Asian twist and gorgeous cocktails. Chefs Raheem Seeley and Monica Dominguez cut their teeth at some of Miami's best restaurants. Don't miss some of these fantastic dishes, including grilled oysters, fried chicken, and the Thai red curry crab. Open Wednesday through Sunday for dinner with daily happy hour and outdoor seating. Go to jncoyster.com for reservations and information. Tell them Mike Mayo's Lunchbox sent you. Are you looking for a good New York style slice? How about lunch specials for under $9 that come with garlic rolls and a fountain drink? I'm talking about Stromboli Pizza Kitchen in the Fountains of Plantation, 801 South University Drive. Since 1987, it's been home to Brooklyn-style pies and slices, heroes and paninis, pastas, and all your Italian-American favorites. It's got the unpretentious vibe of the pizza places of my youth with daily specials, family dinners, outdoor seating, eat-in, carry-out, or delivery. Open 7 days a week. Go to strombolispizza.com to place your order today. A sophisticated setting. I'm talking about Corvina Seafood Grill. It's at 110 Plaza Real South in Boca Raton, just south of Palmetto Park Road. It's the place to go for the freshest and local seafood and fish, some of it with a Peruvian twist like their great ceviches. It's open 7 days for dinner. They also have happy hours 7 days a week. You don't want to miss it. It's a great place. CorvinaBocaRaton.com for more information and reservations. Tell them the Lunchbox sent you. We're back. Are we back? Yes, we're back on the Lunchbox. Chef Defo de Forest enjoying his salad. Me, I'm enjoying my spicy Calabrian chili with the fennel sausage and the caramelized onions. That might be one of my new favorite
that's
pizzas.
a nice pizza.
That might be in the hunt in the Sun Sentinel's best pizza competition. Again, go online to sunsentinel.com.
Are there different categories? I mean, they really have to
There's
expand the
not, which is
categories.
annoying.
No, Defo, as we explained earlier,
Yeah, I know, but
even when I raised this issue and I said, really, you could make this a 5-part competition with the different styles.
Yeah, why
They were
not
like,
styles?
because they have other foods they want to
Yeah.
get to. And who am I? I don't
But
work there
pizza's
anymore.
like the big,
I'm
obviously.
just happy to do the
Yeah,
judged
the partnership, yeah.
partnership.
should have been like conventional and then the artistic division.
Well, you could have slice joints. You could have
Right,
whole
right.
pie, artisanal pie.
Well, there's enough New
You
Haven
could
places
have-
now, New York style
You
places.
could have your Chicago.
Anything other
places.
than, you know, contemporary
could
would
have
be
your
considered the other
thick
category.
pizzas, your Detroit and
Yeah, like a
Sicilian
Detroit
style
thing could be
pizzas.
together. Yep.
You can have a lot of things.
But none of this should be considered against like your
Well, so
standard
my-
West for the New York style pizza.
It's
It just-
comparing apples and
yeah, yeah.
oranges, but
Yeah.
who am I to
Yeah,
stand
that's
in the
what it
way? We're going to be doing some blind tastings, and you've
I have to
got
watch this race,
we got to
yeah.
watch both of it. We've got the third race going off at Saratoga at Belmont.
Yeah.
Defo and I both have a financial interest in this. He got a tip on an 8-1 shot, 9-1 shot, number 8, and I went with my hunch play because Saki came through. I always go with the food and drink angle. And there's a horse named Toscano, and we're drinking a wine from
A nice
Tuscany,
Super
a
Tuscan.
Toscano wine.
Yep.
So what do you need? A building to fall on you? 5-1. Irad Ortiz is up near the lead, and that's the one I went with. So me and
It's going
Defo
backwards. Yeah.
are going head to head. His hunch play doesn't look like it's doing much running yet. But besides that, so again, go online, sunsentinel.com, put in your nomination. What is your favorite pizza
Yeah.
out there? It could be any style, any place, local joint, mom and pop place, a fancy joint down in Miami if you want. Lucali is a beautiful pizza restaurant.
Dead last.
And so that's it. We're going to be doing the blind tasting for the judging on June 25th at our friend Josie, Chef Josie at Bubbles and Pearls.
I'm excited to get back.
And my horses are going backwards.
So far last.
Your
it's
horses
not
are
even funny.
so far backwards.
So far last,
I
it's going to
got-
finish at Aqueduct.
blanked at this race. All right.
Oh, my God.
If we get Mark back, I did want to ask him about, just some of the challenges of being a restaurateur, because you are constantly getting emails and complaints and.
I love that, and we'll let him, if he's able to join us again, the email he got. Look, we all have chutzpah, the three of us, all of us in our own right. Everyone around here in South Florida has a little bit of, I'm going to try and pull a move. I grew up in South Florida. Pulling a move is literally what we call it. You always try to pull a move if you can.
Try to get something for nothing.
Fine.
Right.
But there's usually like boundaries to
It's
pulling the
called
move.
shame.
It's like
there used to be the concept of like, that's so shameless. I couldn't even begin to ask for that.
Well, I just love that the person was complaining about something that was not a complaint, that was all on them, and then was specifically asking for things like, these are what I want
Right.
in return for the thing I did wrong. I was like, what?
And a little bit of advice. First of all, for your best restaurant experience, it's best to eat at the restaurant immediately, when you get your food. And then if you're going to be taking out and picking up on your own, which is the second best option, not the third-party delivery apps. But if you're picking up your own, to-go order,
then
it's also best to eat it as soon as you get home. And I would recommend highly that if you do wait until, let's say, the following day, and then you pull it out of the fridge or God knows where it was being stored, you can't really go to the restaurateur and say, and then start complaining that your tortilla was hard and stale because you put it in the refrigerator overnight instead of eating it right away. And, oh, by the way, I'm going to come in on Saturday, and can you give me 3 free enchiladas and 2 chicken? I mean,
I would like some comps.
The word I use,
nothing bad happened.
Chutzpah, gall,
schnorr,
balls,
I think schnorr is
and the word I used the other day with my man Pat Utter, temerity.
Yes,
the temerity.
By the way, did you see this kid looks like Barry Melrose over here?
I did not.
There
you go. Oh,
the Barry Melrose haircut.
Hockey fan, and by the way, my horse came in second, so I got a little bit of place money
dead
back.
last.
There you go. Nice tip.
Sheldon
Anyway,
G.
My boy
Lose
Sheldon
my number,
G.
Sheldon. I love you.
we're out of breaks, right?
We are out of breaks.
We're out of breaks, and
Mark is working
get going.
pizzas.
oh, you know what I got to do? I know it's Thursday. I'm going in tonight to another great Italian restaurant in town, and that is Casa D'Angelo. He's got 3 locations, but it's my buddy Mark's 60th birthday today.
Nice. That's great.
We're going into the Fort Lauderdale flagship. There's also locations in Boca on Palmetto Park Road and in Aventura. And Casa D'Angelo has the finest, impeccable ingredients, quality food, unbelievable service, just high-class atmosphere, white linen, dress code. You got to play the part, dress the part when you're there. And tonight, looking forward. It's a great place for a celebration or any occasion, just a date night. Go into Casa D'Angelo and tell them the Lunchbox sent you. All right, we've lost Mark.
So Mark's doing the Danielle, I guess, and he wants us to eat this.
Oh, well, we're going to have to go overtime.
So we can go a little bit longer. If
I can sit here all day and just have the cameras rolling.
I wouldn't doubt it.
Did you try the?
I think you tried all 3.
All three.
What I love most about this one, and this is the sausage with the caramelized onion and a little bit of the Calabrian chili. Besides getting the kick from it, you see like this tomato edge here. It's just like pure, rich, thick tomato, and he uses a good quality crushed tomato product. And I'm going in there.
Well, that's the thing. That's the interesting part is, and Mark kept bringing it up, but he's not wrong. Like when pizza sits out a while, no matter how good a pizza is, it gets a little soft, quote unquote, soggy. These pizzas will have sat out here a long time.
This one actually gets firmer,
and they're nice and crunchy.
You think I can send them an email and demand 3 more pizzas on Saturday because it got hard?
It's too crunchy.
Not going to do that. I'm going to just sit here and be very happy that I'm eating this one. Defo, I know you guys made fun of me when we used to go to the pizza spot, and I would order a tomato
cherry
pie.
bomb.
No, not the cherry.
The plain one, yeah.
I'm talking about the one that doesn't even have cheese on it.
I could see where people would like
they
that.
call
but
that tomato pie. As a tomato sauce fan, I love that. And I could live without the pizza and the sauce. I mean, the cheese and the sausage. But give me just some really good, high-quality crushed tomatoes on some good dough, and I'm a happy fat man. So.
When the bread's great. I like with Kui at Kaizen. I love that Mark was getting into like the science of it all. And look, in my 10th grade days, I would have zoned out because it would have felt like chemistry class. But when it comes to food, it does explain a lot of it. Like a lot of those misnomers about you can't get good bagels. You can't. Gross whatever, because it was like the water here. Well, a lot of the water in New York's not good water. So like, why is that? A lot
of these
better?
places now are using filtration systems, the triple osmosis filtration.
Yeah, so you can match the water out, and all
it
that.
Makes the pH balance exactly right for your baking, whether you're going to be making a bagel or a pizza. I mean, the science of food has come such a long way.
Yeah.
And, these places, you can see Mark takes it seriously. He goes up to Chicago every year for the restaurant. They have a big restaurant trade association show, and there's all these new products and gadgets. And he's there constantly looking to improve and evolve. And that's the mark of a good restaurant group is, are they sitting on their laurels or are they constantly trying to
improve,
tweak and improve? And these guys, they keep moving forward into the improvement zone. Speaking of great quality places, J&C Oyster in Hollywood, 2035 Harrison Street. They are one of our newest sponsors. And again, the rave reviews are coming in. People that I've been sending there say, oh my God, this food, where has it been?
Yep.
Well, Chef Raheem and Monica, they've been down in Miami working at some of the finest restaurants down there, and they've brought their talents up to South Hollywood, right there on Harrison Street. They're open Wednesday through Sunday for dinner only. They have a great happy hour at the bar from, I believe it's 5 to 7. They have all kinds of great dishes for under $10, some drink specials, so you can get out of there for two people.
Super elevated, high quality stuff.
High quality. I mean, they have oysters and shrimp cocktail on the happy hour menu for like $9, which is like,
it's nuts.
Given the quality, outstanding. Two people can go in there for happy hour and eat and drink well for like $50 or $60.
Yep.
$30 each, unheard of. Go in there. Oh, the pizza's getting to me now. But we're going to be they're having their ribbon cutting ceremony, their official grand opening. I mean, they opened up at the beginning of, I believe it was May or maybe late April, but the mayor of Hollywood is going to be there for a ribbon cutting next Wednesday, and we're going to be doing a live happy hour edition.
Okay,
we're in. Chef Raheem's going to be in town. We're going to be speaking to him. We're going to start that show at 4. You can come on out, enjoy happy hour. It starts at 5. The ribbon cutting is going to be at 5. We're also going to hopefully have on the show the mayor of Hollywood, Josh Levy. Josh Levy,
he's a foodie or a big food guy.
Long-time friend and a big-time food guy. He loves to support the restaurant community in Hollywood, and he'll be out there, and we'll have him on along with Chef Raheem and the owner, Caesar. We do love everything about J&C Oyster. So go check it out if you haven't had a chance, and tell them the Lunchbox sent you. All right, the Danielle pizza is something that
I think he's slicing it right now himself.
But not least, it is worth the wait. Danielle, of course, is his lovely wife.
And she's highly involved in, I think, all that they do.
Highly involved. She curates the wine lists at all his restaurants, including at Runway 84. And Danielle was here earlier. They have a new member of the family. Their new Max is that a bulldog? Not bulldog.
It's either the French. Do they call it a Frenchie?
Bulldog,
I guess they call it.
Yeah, and very cute as a button. New
Nice
dog.
pup.
And Danielle loves vodka sauce.
I love vodka sauce. She's a woman after my own heart. Shirley and I love a nice vodka sauce.
They do a chicken parm with kind of that crispy pancetta.
There you go, man. Look at you.
And look at this. Look at that. He put the honey on the side. Look at that, man. This is a full-service proprietor. Right?
Yeah, he did it all.
He's on the show. He's lighting it up in terms of like just talking. He's got the headset on, and he's baking the pies. He's
we're
slicing
live.
the
We're
pie.
live here.
We're still
Yes,
doing
we're
it.
doing a show.
okay.
We're waiting for you,
we
sir.
stuck around. I said, if he's bringing out a Danielle, I gotta wait.
We gotta try it.
I'm gonna
All right, let's
extend
go.
overtime. So this is describe what's on it again. It's
at every one of our concepts, Danielle creates a dish. Danielle's my wife. Veal chop Danielle at Runway. We have the spices Cecilia at Henry's. She created the crispy chicken taco, and with the hot honey. And now this is the pizza Danielle.
Oh, nice.
The base, our crust, but instead of the San Marzano DOP, we're gonna do the spicy vodka sauce on the base of the pizza.
okay.
Ezzo pepperoni cups, the same ones
Oh
that
my
they do
God!
at
Look at this air bubble.
Yeah,
I don't know if
that's
everybody
that
can see this.
hydration. That's the crust.
This
Yeah.
is what makes me excited.
Look at that thing.
The air bubble. I'm
for
not
it.
gonna pop it. I'm gonna just grab
Look
it.
at this, piping hot. That's the
Oh, it's
one.
piping hot,
That
right out of the
I just made this
You
one
just
right out of the
did it.
oven.
Look at this one. You don't even have to do the fan.
Yeah, a little bit.
No fly.
Because it's
Okay,
heavy.
it's
Again,
heavy. It's
that's
got
a heavy pizza.
But
That's
look
what
at
happens.
this one. I'm gonna burn
Yeah.
my mouth, so I gotta
Yes.
wait a second.
You're gonna let that
After
cool
all
down.
that, you gotta dive in, man.
No, you gotta burn yourself. You gotta give that at least a minute there. Let it
Well,
cool
you could
down.
do the full technique
And the
where you
blow.
go over.
I think you go cold and you go for it.
So
Well,
that's
let me
gonna have
just
the
sample with the
Yeah.
one Enzo.
Oh, look at
That's
that.
The
There you
Enzo
go.
pepperoni.
You went
Describe
down.
people. What is that all about?
That's
Where's
so
it
Ezzo's like a brand, right? Like a
Yeah.
Bentley. It's like the Bentley of pepperoni. That's the best
from
pepperoni.
outside of
No,
Buffalo?
Yeah, it's out just outside. It's in the Midwest. Yeah, his father's son team. They just make pepperoni and charcuterie.
Oh, wow.
So we bring that in. Ezzo pepperoni, very boutique product. Homemade mozzarella. This is shaved Parmesan Reggiano. That's the 5-year-old Parmesan on there. And then some fresh local basil, and that's it. Keep it simple.
Mm.
Some people add the hot honey to this, so it's very popular, but I know you're biased with the honey, so we're keeping the honey. We're keeping the honey
I
off
like
that
the
one.
honey, but the honey doesn't like me
Yeah.
anymore. So again,
Yeah, it's
excellent
great
pizza,
char.
thin
You
crust.
got to eat the bumble. Come on, Mayo.
Yeah.
Finish
No,
out the
eat the
show in
bubble.
style
That's
here.
it.
Go.
Yeah.
Yeah,
There
Or
you
you
go.
just ate it.
Oh,
I
the
wish I
air
had
bubble.
video.
That's nice. That's
Thanks,
nice.
Bush.
Wow.
I like it.
Oh wow, that's a way to
Excellent.
end up.
Yeah,
the
you
show.
may have burnt your whole
I think
nose
I
with
just
that
bent my
piping
nose.
cheese. Yeah,
All right, anybody got any aloe vera?
that's it. That's it. I got olive oil. A lot of it back here.
That's it. I'm going to end with a big bite. I ate the
Here we
bubble
go.
on top.
Mike Mayo.
Mark Falsetto, you did it again.
Mark, you're the
Every
best.
month
Nice
we're
job,
doing
man.
something different. We're going
That's
to do
it. Great.
Taco Crafts. We've been to Pizza Craft. We're going to go back. Hopefully, what's the status of the Coral Springs Taco Craft?
I was actually there this morning. We're about 3 weeks out. The construction's wrapped up. Then we're going to start
Nice.
training, and we're looking like mid to end of July.
okay.
Nice.
To the
So-
public. Yeah, third week of July to the public. We're super excited. It's going to be the nicest, hottest taco craft yet. It's beautiful. It's coming out gorgeous. I can't wait.
I tell you what, when you get that one up and running, we
Yeah.
will do a show out there. But
Yeah.
that's looking like it might not be until the August episode.
Yeah, August episode.
Here's
for
my
sure.
proposal for July, my friend.
Talk to me. Live
gonna
from Saratoga?
No,
No.
I love that. That would be great. No, well, are you going to be around? And is Anthony's Runway 84 still doing your power lunch?
Power
on Friday?
lunch. It's power every Friday.
We're going to do a
I'm
bang
waiting for
bang.
you.
We're going to go straight from Gulfstream. We're going to do a show at Gulfstream.
Let's
and then
do
we're
it,
going to come in
Let's do
and
it.
we're going to do a late lunch at Runway
Early
84.
happy hour. Yes.
Early happy hour. If you can be there, if
100%.
the Pope himself, Anthony Bruno,
Yep. We'll get
we'll
Anthony
sit
there on
down.
Friday.
We'll air the show live and we'll tape it and we'll put it on during regular hours the
Okay,
following
perfect.
week.
Let's do it.
Because we've been angling to get
Yeah,
it.
Yeah, let's
do
do it.
That's
Yeah, let's do it.
And you know how I feel about the place.
Oh, it's so good. Friday, you actually got to try the double Wagyu cheeseburger as well,
oh,
too.
God.
That's on Power Lunch.
And you know, I've only been in there about 8-10 times, and I've paid every time. That's how good it is.
I can't discount over there. It's
No, and you guys are still.
what kind of
killing it.
budget does the show have? No, I'm just kidding.
It's a
Oh,
great
there's Danielle
place.
right now. So what do you think of the pizza?
Oh, I love it.
All right.
Enjoy every pizza. Enjoy every sandwich, everybody.
All right. Thank you so much, guys. Good to see you, Mike.